Alright, so this is my little town for socials. As you can see, it's, well, not exactly little anymore. Ignore the fact that I'm basically hemorrhaging money. Also ignore the fact that this isn't even a city. And also ignore the fact that this is Vancouver, because Vancouver does not look this nice. Could you stop it? Now, going over here, we have everyone's favorite part. Empty wastelands of pollution and smog. And I want you to know that this is all actually simulated. So if you go down here, these are all simulated. Every single part. And I would click on stuff, but, well, I need one hand to hold the camera, I need the other hand to move around. However, I can do this and give you a little glimpse, I guess. Moving over here. Also, ignore the fact that my town is, ignore the fact that they have problems. I couldn't fix that part. I tried killing them, but that doesn't work. They just keep coming back. We have, the entrance to my city, which you enter and then you immediately hit problems with all the, industrial. This is my little industrial area. It's not exactly big, but I didn't mean it to be big. I meant this to be a clean city, running off only clean energy, and obviously you can't make this entire city without having at least some form of pollution, so. Over here you can see it's a spaceship launching site, and I cannot launch anything because I still need to prepare, and that would take me an extra 5 in-game years, and I don't have that kind of time. Over here you can see what I was originally intending to do was make more stuff, but there's no demand for housing, and I don't exactly have any growing population. It's just completely stagnating. But over here you can see the wind turbines that I have. These are all wind turbines. They all power this entire city. And this little area right here, that's the shipping cargo and the water pumping stations. Over here you get the train express. Train's all the way over there, but we'll get to that. Ignore that part. That's just my Sims being happy, and I don't want that. Over here you have a roundabout with a ton of forests, because I needed to make my Sims happy or else they would all leave. Over here you have a bunch of monuments. Now these monuments, they're actually important. They're not monuments, they're unique buildings. Now these, they just make your town happier and stuff like that. They're not really important to the game. Over here you have the big ass Vancouver side, south side Vancouver, which isn't even finished yet, but hey, no one wants to live in Vancouver anyway. More roads connecting to the main highway, another unfinished area that I was planning to zone out. Over here is the bridge to I don't know land. I guess that could be Victoria, but it's not. Oh, and all that brown stuff, that's sewage. That's all sewage. So if you go down the bridge and you follow it, and notice all the extra wind turbines, you're gonna hit this. This is beachfront residential community. Right there is, I don't know what's right there. It looks like Stonehenge, but it was a lot bigger and a lot more beautiful, and I tore it down to build roads. and a carousel. Now, part of the beauty of this game is if you go all the way up here and you look at all these cool things that you could totally click on, they actually do things. Yeah, it's surprising, I know. Like, you could check out noise pollution, and oh no, look at all the noise pollution that I don't care about because it doesn't even affect my town. And you can go around and go, oh no, look at all this red stuff. And also you have like other things like fire safety, because you gotta worry about this stuff. That's why I built like 50 fire stations everywhere. You have like natural resources that you can exploit and abuse children to get. You have dollar signs at land value, which isn't accurate at all considering you can pay 36 cents for a square meter. All of this should be green. It's not an accurate depiction of Vancouver. Traffic, also not accurate considering it's nice and clean and green. It needs to be gridlocked and impossible to manage. The happiness also isn't accurate at all. As you can see, my citizens are very happy, which shouldn't happen. They should all be upset and angry at me. Population, pretty good. Oh, for population, if you have 50,000, just times it by 10, and that's an accurate population of your entire city. You know. For transit, you need transit. You actually do need it, because people aren't going to just get around by traffic. Because they're going to cause congestion. Over here, you could also go districts, which I didn't really do much of. You have terrain height, which is actually pretty important if you're looking to say you want to build across a river or make a giant ass like dam somewhere or something. You also have tourism. Now for tourism, we have a grand total of 0 tourists who actually care. And not many people even show up. And all of this, you have to worry about like zoning, like, oh, am I gonna build low density or high density? What am I gonna do for power? Should I build this should I build a dam and flood the whole thing? For garbage, I don't care about garbage, they can handle their own garbage. For water, like, do I build water towers or do I just build a crap ton of pipes? Now I just built a crap ton of pipes because, as you can see, money is not an issue in my town. I'm hemorrhaging money, but I have infinite money. I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to worry about anything. All I need to worry about is making sure my population goes up and my citizens stay happy. And you also have to worry about education as well, which is great. Police, fire, health, making sure your people get around, and you can also make terrain, like, hey, you wanna raise the land by like 5 inches, you can do that. You wanna tax the hell out of your citizens? Oh man, well you can do that. You can make sure your city is the most unlivable place in existence. You can also take out loans to make sure that you don't stop screwing over your citizens. You can also set the budget, make sure that no one gets their fire safety or healthcare, just like in the real Vancouver. You can also see income statistics that no one cares about, and other statistics no one cares about. You can also see how much stuff you gain. Like, I get 3,000 in total income from my commercial zones. That's not exactly gonna do a lot considering I'm losing like 300 times that. One more thing, it actually shows your expenses. Now, if you look closely, you can see I got a lot of expenses because I need to pay for everything. Education's pretty big. 40,000, 30,000, 1,000 in taxes. Pretty big. So yeah, that's my city. The city of Vancouver. If you don't like the city of Vancouver, buy City Skylines and make your own Vancouver, and make it better than my Vancouver. If you can't make it better than my Vancouver, well then enable cheats. That's my suggestion.